We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey guys, it's Joy and I'm back with December 20th Get to Know Me video. And it's going to be more Christmas themed. Open the advent calendars for today. So today is the 20th, so that means it's day 8 on the calendar. Believe, they say believe on the back of the socks. And then they're just plain black socks with a little like gray stripe at the top. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, Lego. 20th is a little man on a snowboard. So there's the little guy. Try and figure out because it's kind of sunny here. Okay, there we go. And then Barbie is a hair accessory. It's like a hair extension that's pink. Who's your favorite person to buy presents for? I'd have to say my mom because she's the easiest person to buy a present for. You can get her a pair of socks, she's happy. You can get her a snack, she's happy. You can get her a robe, she's happy. My mom's just the fact that you thought of her. Have you ever gotten stuck working on Christmas? No. This I should answer a little bit more. When I worked at a college as an office assistant. Sorry, it was office assistant. I worked as basically a secretary, and because it was a college, we were closed for Christmas break, so we were closed from like December 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there, depending on what day that fell on, sometimes 21st, through to January 3rd, I think it was, 2nd or 3rd. And so I didn't work during that time when I was a student worker or when I was an office assistant. Then my next job was camp, and I only worked during the summers. And then I've been a caregiver since then. So technically, yeah, I work every Christmas and have since I became a caregiver. But I don't count that as work because it's my family that I am the caregiver for. So no, I've never had to work on Christmas. What kind of food did you leave for Santa when you were little? I don't remember. Did we leave food out? If we did, it would have been cookies. I don't think we ever put milk out, though, did we?
I don't think.
I think we just put out cookies and carrots, maybe, for the reindeer. I stopped doing Christmas Santa when I was 3. I was about 3 when we stopped putting out for Santa because I kind of figured out early that my parents were wrapping the gifts as Santa. Now, I still believe there is a Santa. I just believe that if there's non-believers in your house, you're not going to have Santa stopping by your house. And there was non-believers in my house. Probably because they kept trying to get Santa to fill up their stocking super full. But I won't name names, my brother. But anyway. Okay, did you have a real tree or a fake tree when you were little? We've always had a fake tree since I was little. Now, the height of the tree has varied. When I was real little, I think it was a 6-foot tree. 5 or 6 foot tree. Then one year my dad decided he didn't like that no more and it was broken. We needed to get a new one. And Mom had gotten this deal at our local hardware store and we got the small little 3-foot tree. Well, then its base broke and we needed a new tree. And Dad had been hearing all about these fiber optic trees and how wonderful they were. So we got this little 2-foot fiber optic tree. And we had that until that one broke. And then we went back to a 3-foot tree. And we stayed at a 3-foot tree until my dad passed. And then the year after my dad passed, I bought a about 5-foot tree again. It's very sparse, but I love it. And I prefer the taller trees. I make do with whatever I'm given, but I also have a small, like, 2-foot tree in my bedroom, and I have, like, a 1-foot tree in the bathroom, so I love trees, but they're all fake. Okay, I kind of covered this. When did you find out the truth about Santa? I was 3 years old, and how I found out was we would go to what's called, like, midnight mass, but it was, like, at 10, and the family would all pile in the station wagon to go. Well, my mom ran back in the house claiming she forgot something. And my oldest brother followed her in, and he said he had to go make sure his stocking was out because Santa would come while we were at church, he thought. And he had put a cardboard box, and he had a hole cut in one of his old socks that he had doubled. I think he had cut one of them, sewed it together, sewed like two of his socks together to make a longer sock, but then he had cut a hole in it so that the stuff would slide out so that Santa could fill up his stocking. And I kind of knew, I don't know why I knew at that point. I don't know if somebody had kind of said something that made me realize that my mom was putting out my Santa presents or what. But I was about 3 and I actually said, there's no Santa, Mom and Dad are Santa. That year I kind of, because we got home from church and our gifts were there. And we normally didn't open Christmas presents till Christmas morning, but that year we did Christmas Eve because I think we had to go to family dinner that night or something.
Something like that.
And so my parents were trying to make it sneaky and make it happen the night before. And it was like, well, if Santa could come early, why couldn't he come early any other year? And that's when it kind of dawned on me at 3 years old that my parents were my Santa. So, do you prefer giving or receiving getting gifts? I prefer to give. I love getting gifts, don't get me wrong. But I enjoy shopping for other people more than shopping for myself. You know, I really love giving gifts because I love seeing somebody light up. So for me, that's the better thing. Let's see. Do you prefer gingerbread cookies or sugar cookies? Sugar cookies. I'm not big on either one. I'm more of a chocolate chip cookie girl. Have you ever gone caroling? I think I did one time with my youth group. I vaguely remembered going caroling once. I would love to do it, but I'd love to do it in like old period costumes and go out caroling with a big group of people wearing like a real velvety dress, big and flowy velvety dress, and then have like the hand muffler, or the hand, what are those?
Muff.
The hand muff. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. So that would be something I'd love to do sometime. What's your favorite holiday song? I kind of like a lot, but one that has always been one of my favorites is O Come All Ye Faithful. I couldn't think of the name of it. O Come All Ye Faithful and We Three Kings have always been kind of my two big ones in the religious sector. In the non-religious, I like Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, as I find it funny. You know, like, seriously, how would Grandma get run over by a reindeer? But whatever. And other than that, I like Santa Claus Lane. So I'm kind of all over the board with my music for Christmas. Do you usually put a star or an angel on top of the tree? I have done both. When I was real little, we would always have an angel on top of the tree. I think we rotate between an angel and a star most years. I'll only use a star because we have angels all over our house. So I kind of got tired of the angel because my mom's always given angels because my mom collected angels at one time. She's kind of stopped that collection, but my siblings don't quite know that apparently. Or they see one, they think of Mom, and so they get it for Mom. So Mom will never say no to an angel. She loves angels. But she has told me to stop buying her angels. But she's never told my siblings this. So, I got tired of the angel on top of the tree because we were always getting angels, so I went with a star. And this year I had found a battery-operated timered star, and I was so excited because I would have done an angel if it would have been an angel, because I like having the battery-operated timer lights, because then I don't have to worry about turning them on and off. They're LEDs, so they're not going to cause a fire. I can go away from the house and I know it's going to come on and off on its own. And I have one and then I can put multiple strands on, and then I can use like 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening, and then I have like from my tree turns off at about 12:30 in the afternoon and then comes back on about 4:10. So I have lights all but those few hours. Like for 4 hours I don't have lights on my tree, so I get to enjoy the lights all day long. Whereas when I had plugging them in and out, I was always afraid to plug them in for too long at a time. So I like the battery operated timered lights, LED lights. That had nothing to do, but that's why I've got a star on top of my tree now, is because I happened to find one that was, and my mom fell in love with it because it's red. And the light on it is red, so it shines red. So, it's really pretty. I'll try to insert a picture of my tree in here. What is the best gift you've ever gotten from your parents? For Christmas, my parents are probably the ones that knew me the best, because it was always my mom that did the shopping. So most of my gifts were pretty good. I remember when I was younger, I got a Walkman for Christmas, and I thought that was the coolest. One year my mom had won a CD player through my high school, and I accidentally found out before I got the gift, because the person didn't realize it was going to be my Christmas gift. So my mom got me a CD player and a couple of Christian CDs to play on it, which are two of my favorite CDs, actually. I didn't know the groups or anything, but now I play them all the time, because they were the only music I had at first to listen to on my CD player, so I grew to love them. So yeah. Anything music related. Also, one year I got a church, we have a songbook called Glory and Praise, and my parents got me that for Christmas in '95, and I still have it. And when my dad was dying, I would pull it out and sing the songs to my dad, because that was something that calmed him. So some of my best gifts were music related, I'd have to say. Okay guys, so I'm editing tomorrow's video, and I realized that, as I said, what my best gift was. Yeah, those are some of my best gifts, but the one that really stands out as I'm thinking about this now, because I wasn't prepared for this then, was a gift that my dad did. One year my dad had to go away on a trip for work. He didn't do that very often. Matter of fact, he only really did it once, I think. And he had to go away, and when he got home, it was like right after Thanksgiving he went. So when he got home, he locked himself in his bedroom, and after getting the wrapping paper and everything, wrapped these two gifts. And that Christmas, my mom and I each got a necklace and earring set that my dad had gotten while he was on his business trip. So that was a pretty special gift to me. I wanted to include that because after thinking about it, because the fact that my dad thought not just of my mom, but also of me. And then he picked which one was for each of us and then wrapped them up for us. So that was pretty special. Okay, what is your favorite flavor of candy cane? Cinnamon. I don't like mint. It's too strong on the mint. And every other flavor I've ever tried. There's a few that aren't bad, but I'm just not a candy cane person. And if I'm going to eat a candy cane, it's going to be cinnamon, because cinnamon settles my stomach. So I use a lot of cinnamon. Would you ever send out holiday cards with pictures on them? Yes, the last couple years I've done that. Actually 2 years, and now this year we're doing it again. So I like those cards because I feel like it shows people what's going on, and it's more personalized. Have you ever kissed someone under mistletoe? No. Do you go to church for midnight mass? We used to do what was called midnight mass, as I said earlier, but it wasn't midnight mass. It was 10 o'clock. We used to do that. Then, as I got older, my family, it was getting harder on my parents, and us kids just didn't want to do that. So we started going to a little bit earlier mass. We go Christmas Eve. I don't think we've ever really went Christmas Day, maybe a couple times, but we weren't big on Christmas Day mass. We'd do it Christmas Eve because it's harder to get out on Christmas Day because of the family get-togethers and stuff. Would you prefer for it to snow on Christmas or to stay sunny? I prefer a little bit of snow on Christmas Day. I'm depressed if it does not snow on Christmas Day. I want to be home for Christmas, and I want snow. So, have you ever had your picture taken with a mall Santa? Yes, multiple times, and my most memorable one was the daddy-daughter date night. We were Girl Scouts, where we had to go with our dads, and we were doing Christmas shopping with our dads in the mall, and then we all got to go and take pictures with Santa, and I have a picture of me and a classmate, which I'm not going to put in here, but of us with Santa, so I did do that one year. Do you suck at wrapping presents? Yeah, pretty much. I used to not. I used to be really good at wrapping presents, but as I've gotten older, I just don't care to take the time to wrap my presents neatly, because I just think my family's just going to rip into it anyway, and the wrapping paper's going out in the trash the next day, so, or in the recycling bin, depending on what wrapping paper it is. So why bother? Which holiday song annoys you the most? The Little Drummer Boy. Like, who gives a baby the gift of a song drummed? Let's see. Do you do your holiday shopping online or visit the actual store? Both. Do you like surprises or do you prefer to pick out what you're getting? I like surprises, but I want the person to put some thought into who they're buying the gift for. Nothing annoys me more than getting a gift that is more like there's nothing that connects it to the person and me and our relationship, or to something about me that in particular. And I'm gonna, okay, when you were little, this one I'm gonna ask my mom. When you were a kid, did you help your parents decorate the tree? Did I help decorate the tree when I was little?
Some of it, yeah.
Usually the lower branches. I actually did remember my brother would lift me up, or Dad would lift me up, depending on the year, and I would put the angel on top of the tree. Many years I got to do that. Is Christmas your favorite holiday as a kid? I think Christmas has always been my favorite holiday. Halloween's a close second. Not so much anymore because I don't feel like decorating like I used to. I used to decorate my yard as a graveyard for Halloween. So, but it was always a close second. Now it's more Valentine's Day as a close second. Okay, would you ever celebrate Christmas someplace warm like Hawaii? No! I want snow for Christmas. Now, day after Christmas I could take off on a trip. That'd be fine. But Christmas needs to be at home with snow. I don't even want to go to somebody else's house for Christmas. I want to be in my own home for Christmas. What time do you wake up on Christmas morning? I'm generally like, on my own, it's like 8. Actually 7. Lately, most days I wake up at 7. One year I did want to get the whole family up early. I got a story I gotta share. The one year, I was, I think, first grade. And I was super excited because I had watched, I think it was the Waltons. And I had seen a time that, you know, something about how they made how they did their Christmas, or get up early. They'd open gifts, and then they'd have breakfast. They'd have some orange juice before opening gifts, and then they'd open gifts, and then they'd have breakfast. I wanted to do this one year, so my family all agreed. So we get everybody up at 5 o'clock. We have our glass of orange juice, we go in to open gifts, and all of a sudden I end up sick. Like, both ends, I think it was. And we barely could get through gift opening before I got sick. And so I didn't end up eating breakfast. I ended up getting the flu that day. For Christmas I got the flu. So I think that's the worst gift I've ever gotten for Christmas was the flu. I've gotten it a couple years for Christmas. I had the flu. So. Do you like the taste of eggnog? Only in things like cookies or pound cake. And are you excited about the holidays? For the most part, yes, I am. Okay, so there's some answers to some questions about me for Christmas. I hope this let you get to know me a little better. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to, you can subscribe if you haven't already. And comment down below other questions you'd like me to answer in future Get to Know Me's, or if you have other holidays, you have things you want to know about my traditions and stuff, let me know. Or if you want me to do another video for Christmas Day, because Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, I still haven't figured out what I'm doing for those yet. But if you guys would like me to do like a Get to Know Me questions that you guys have for me, that'd be great. I can do that. Just comment them down below or on my Instagram, which will be in the description box below. And oh, I almost forgot. I'm supposed to do my snowflake. One thing I am grateful for, or that I appreciate that I like about the holiday slash winter. I think I'm grateful for the people that work in the stores at this time of the year, because I know that that's got to be a hard job to do at this time of the year, because people are so, I mean, people are very, one way or the other when they go into a store. They're either very happy and excited about the holiday, or they're very grinchy because the crowds are crazy. So I very much am grateful for the people that work in the stores I go to, because even with all that, they for the most part, especially like our grocery store, they try to find the bright side of the day and cling to that. So I think I'm grateful for people that are working in customer service. There we go. I'm grateful for those who work in customer service, who still have a good attitude even in this. Now, with that said, I'm also going to say I am not always a fan of every person that I meet, but I'm grateful for the ones that have good customer service. So, we'll say good customer service. There we go. Good customer service people. So those that work in customer service fields that are able to stay positive in this time of year, those are the ones I enjoy. Okay, guys, so I hope you have a joyful day with lots of love and laughter, and I will catch you tomorrow in the next video, which is an unboxing tomorrow, guys. Yay, a new unboxing. So I'll catch you in that one. Bye, guys.